Hey, they say it ain't over till it's over. And let me tell you, this one definitely ain't over.
No, it automatically saves. Yeah. Yeah, but see, it's always, I always tell people, like, if you, like, if you go, let's say you live, right, and you get people to join in, like, while you are playing, then it would give stream to other people that's on your particular YouTube. So once you on that, it'll notify your fan base that, you know what I'm saying, somebody is on there watching. I mean, that, you know what I'm saying, Tick Tilly is watching, yeah, so live stream. But you can send a link to any celebrity of, like, so basically on my phone separately, I'm on a game I'm playing, I go on my phone, I can send a link to, like, Dez Bryant or Devin Hafner or somebody. And then they click it on their social media, send that right to YouTube. It'll notify everybody that Devin Hafner is watching the live stream. So, like, but when I play, like,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys.
Marlon Wayne responded to my brother Alex, to his boxing video.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fields this way up at the 17, and he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Somebody will control those video, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, you know, like, that's the only way, you know what I'm saying? Like,
play one, and Prescott to the air. And his first look is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Now Prescott on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
he'll pop up. But he got the most strings. He extra as hell. He's smoking weed on that bitch. He telling me shows when he score. He got his sound effects in the background. He's gonna really get up. And every time he play, shit.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Somebody else, it's gonna be lights out. And that's what I'm following. We be shopping it all the time.
From the gun, it's
like,
Tua.
in my man, I can do
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cedric Wilson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Jason Sanders now for the extra point.
It's going to be hard for you to score 3 touchdowns if you in the sack and you every time. And if you blitz it, I'm throwing straight up.
And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Yeah, and that's what's hard. That's what's hard with it here, though, bro. Like right now, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's in the living room or I wouldn't.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
I tell people all the time, man.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
People love watching that shit. The boxing media.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Cedric Wilson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. 13-0 is pretty much 19 seconds. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
First down, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Out to his left. That is caught by Lamb. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Throwing, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
And then it'd be some games where I just get my ass moving fuck out.
Prescott looks to throw on first. This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown! Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Play action. Now it's Tua. They'll roll him out right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
I know that sounds crazy, but
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Prescott from the gun. That's Gallup on the slant. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here's Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Schultz. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys have cut the lead back down to 2.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries and 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Man, I know some people think it's not possible all the way up. Get up some more.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And it's incomplete. Couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Look, whatever time spent.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Prescott now. Sliding out of the pocket. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Now Elliott. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Well, you know Alex down there alone.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Y'all both of y'all. Y'all gonna beat up the club. I'm dead ass, like seriously.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. 10th carry now for Elliott. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Dolphins Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now Prescott. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Prescott to throw on fourth. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for two. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on it. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Tua on fourth down. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have retaken a third quarter lead. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. It's a run with Mostert. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
That's why I said the way I said it, like, just a job, it's just a trial, like, for every human being, like, these big headers, they should, listen, there's nothing you say about them, right? Let's say hypothetically, everything you said is true, right? They should, no, we can't let you win. Hey, He quit. Man,
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The tackle made by Landon Roberts. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 36, Prescott. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That ball was ticked in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott on first down. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice shot.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
You come do an outside job, you don't work for ass.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. To throw is Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. Connecting with Hill. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now Tua. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Tua to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Here's Prescott. complete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge. I
like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
If he knew better, he would have did better. Point blank, period.
So
Get
that'll
it.
do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a... Say so long.